very much to The Pledge for their support. They provide effective financial planning advice. Ring the number that's shown on the graphic. So many clubs now have moved to new grounds. West Ham, of course, are one of them. Here I'm at Upton Park, what used to be Upton Park anyway. And down there, where that building is where the away end used to be. Right next to the old ground used to be the supporters club. But they don't forget the old ground here, do they? Well, most of Upton Park might have gone, or the old bowling ground might have gone, but behind me is still the statues. Three of those great players behind me, Martin Peters, Jeff Hurst and Bobby Moore, were great West Ham legends as well. And here, right, very close actually to where the old ground used to be, is this statue to commemorate them. And right behind me is the Boleyn Pub Hotel, which is very famous as well for travelling supporters to come down here. And you might have heard of Upton Park being called the Boleyn Ground. It had two different names, if you like, that were used by supporters. So some of what used to be is gone, but some of it's still here. I can't deny that I've always been fascinated by different football grounds and visiting different football grounds. Back in the 1980s, that long ago, I completed visiting all 92 Football League clubs. Obviously it's slightly different now with Premier League, Championship, League One and League Two. But as far as I'm concerned, it's still the 92 professional clubs. So to come here to see a game at West Ham, to see one at the new stadium is two for me, obviously. And I'm up to, I think, round about 130, maybe even 135 grounds now that I've visited that have been Football League grounds. So 3 or 4 at some clubs that have come up and down as well. But I'm not the only one who's fascinated by hopping from one club to another. So if you're wondering how far it is from Upton Park to the new stadium, let me tell you, it's 2 stops to here from Upton Park and then 1 more onto Stratford.
It's my 92nd ground in the Premier League and English Football League. I've never been to the London Stadium before, but I've been to all the other 91. And so it's a big day for me. I stress current grounds because of course I've been to many of the others as well. I could name a load of other grounds that I've been to, but this is the current 92 that I've completed today. And the first one of the current grounds, bearing in mind I went to Gay Meadow in Shrewsbury in 1955 as a 10-year-old, but of the current grounds, the first one I visited was 1957, March the 30th, Molineux, Wolverhampton Wanderers and Burnley. And I went with a school party. We were told not to move away from our point, but I was determined to get round to the tunnel where the players came out, because one of my heroes was Billy Wright. And I got there, and as they came out, I leant over and touched Billy Wright's left shirt. That to this day still excites me. Football excites me. I've worked for Sky Sports, I've worked for Radio Manchester, I've worked for Piccadilly Radio, some games for 5 Live, and of course I've been to games just as a supporter, and I'm still as enthusiastic now, 61 years after that day at Molineux. Of course, an avid City fan, so being here at the former Olympic Stadium to watch the Blues against West Ham is a very special day for me.
And win would be nice, wouldn't it?
And it would be nice, but I want to thank Manchester City, because I got a phone call in midweek. Bernard Alford is the culprit, I know. He has arranged for me to have 2 tickets in the director's box here at West Ham on this very special day. So I'm going in with my old mate Charlie Hadfield, who was my best mate at school 60 odd years ago, who introduced me to City when I was going to become a Red.
Oh, don't say
so
that.
There you are. He took me to Main Road in 1957. We beat Portsmouth 2-1 and I was hooked. And now my 92nd ground.
I thought it was your 180th.
Yeah, well, it probably is my 180th ground if I count all the others as well. The teams that are in their double ground, you know, that have changed grounds, and teams that have been in the league, like Stockport County, for instance, and have left. There are loads of them. In reality, it's probably about 140 grounds watching league and cup football. But the current 92 I complete today. Very special day for me.
Enjoy your day, John.
Thanks, Ian. Come on, you Blues!
As a supporter, as a City supporter, do you go around trying to get them new grounds? You know, is this your first time here, for example?
It's first time here, yeah. As much as possible, we go to as many as we can, but it's first time here, yeah.
Have you any idea how many you've been on?
Away games.
Different grounds?
10, 15.
And have you any ambitions to do them all?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Much
How
possible.
old are you then?
20.
20, so you've got a long way to go then.
Yeah.
What do you reckon's going to happen today?
Hopefully we'll get a win. Strong side out, so we'll see maybe.
What makes you say hopefully? Surely you should be very confident.
Yeah, you're just coming away, especially a place like this, it's hard to get results, but you know, always as a Blue, you're hopeful, you just don't know what's going to happen, do you?
What are you thinking today then?
You never know with City, do you? But I'm going 3-1 win. 3-1.
Are you buoyed up by what happened in the derby? I mean, it's been 2 weeks now, isn't it?
2 weeks, long time, international break, but our Pep's got them going ready. Otamendi's back in, and I think we'll be alright today.
The fact it's against Manuel Pellegrini, have you got memories of him?
Yeah, you got Zaba, Pellegrini. They're talking about Nasri coming into the West Ham side. It'd be good to see Manuel on the sideline again. But
and a lot of people talked about a special friendship between City and West Ham fans.
Yeah, I've heard that. They feel a sort of adoration for our fans because they've been through kind of the hard times like us. So, yeah.
West Ham.
Yeah, it's good.
So do you detect that friendship?
Yeah, definitely. I was looking on Twitter this morning. There's a lot of tweets going towards either fan. Obviously, we're out to win today, but you know you can see that there's a friendship between the two fans. Yeah.
Is there a special relationship between City and West Ham fans, do you think?
Yeah, of course there is. You have a letter. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They're nice.
But I tell you what, West Ham fans
You
are...
like? Go on.
I like them, yeah. certain ones I like, and I do like West Ham, yeah.
What is it about West Ham that we
don't-
like then?
Because they're not a threat. Oh, hey!
Ah,
Is that all right saying?
so you're confident today then?
I think so, yeah. Not usually, but yeah, optimistic today, yeah.
Do you know what? I do actually like West Ham. I'm normally a bit of a knobhead when it comes to that sort of stuff, and I like West Ham.
Why?
Don't know. This season, Pellegrini's have a letter. Why, in general, I think they're similar. I think, and generally speaking, on behalf of sort of the newer fans, on social media and stuff, they're not the same as most these days. Actually, they don't buy into all the City propaganda, I don't think, anymore. But maybe some of them probably do, but I think on the whole they're very similar to us, and for the grace of God, could have been them. That's what I think.
Humble.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, obviously I've not met every single one of them, but on the whole, more or less, yeah, I'd say.
Fancy, new edition out today.
How many grounds have you been on?
How many do you mean? How many grounds?
Yeah.
Altogether? No idea. What? Away you go?
You don't count them then?
No, not like some. No, I was looking today at how many of the teams who've come up into the league system that I've never been to and never seen. Some, I think, never been to see them. So unless we're not going to play them in the league again, are we? I don't think.
No.
But
some
I missed that.
Like
I missed
me,
that. Yeah.
92 club and all that.
I'd never bothered me that. Trying to keep up with the 92 club, unlike some I know. But good new edition out today, Ian. So
Grounds, God man, 50 maybe.
So you're not one of those who religiously counts it?
I must have been at least 50. At least 50.
So is it special coming here?
So basically, I don't like it. I don't like the ground, to be honest. It's too much getting in and out afterwards. A block out thing. I just can't deal with it. It's terrible.
Not a big fan.
Not really. But we always win here, so happy days.
Last time City played was the United game. It's been a long 2 weeks, hasn't it?
It has, mate. Yeah, a good 2 weeks. A good 2 weeks. A very enjoyable 2 weeks. Hammered them. We're going to hammer these today as well.
Yeah, gonna kick back.
3-1, I think. 3-1.
City fancy.
Come on, City, we love you.
Yeah, gonna kick back.
And my mate Harvey.
Spot for West Ham.
I have Zabaleta, but no one else. I'm Pellegrini actually, but no, not West Ham.
City fans say that they have soft spots.
No, it's the same. I don't really care about anyone else in English football than Man City, so it's one of them. But 3-1, Aguero 2, Arnautovic 1, and the other one, who do you reckon? Otamendi header or something on the corner. Sterling. We'll have that. 3-1 City. Come on the boys.
In all honesty, that has to be the easiest 45 minutes that City have had this season. 3 goals, never really broke sweat. 3 goals as well that at times felt like they were going in slow motion, but City completely in control at half time here at West Ham.
City. 4-0.
Great win.
Not very comfortable.
Yeah, training exercise, wasn't it? Easy.
It's not as easy as you've seen.
I mean, 3-0 in what was it like?
It's getting that way every.
The game's over in 20-30 minutes, isn't it? Really.
I don't like to say that, but it is getting that way. It's getting a little bit too easy.
Have you seen Levi play a better game than that? Unbelievable, doesn't it? Unbelievable.
It felt like a training game.
Oh, is it? Well, most of it was, yeah. Most of it was. It was a different class altogether, isn't it?
There was a point when Zabaleta nearly scored.
Oh, yeah.
I was willing that to go in.
Yeah. For once, I want to see the opposition score. Yeah, he's a legend, isn't he? Pablo, a legend. Absolutely. Yeah. What do you think, big guy?
What do you think?
It was really good because they had a corner and stuff like that. We went and countered them and took our chances and everything. It's just the ground, like, so far away you can barely see.
You know, City haven't always played like this. You know that. You know how lucky you are.
Yeah, my dad's bought me DVDs about it.
Have you told him what it used to be like?
Well, what it used to be like, yeah. But, I mean, City lost an old generation of kids, 80s and 90s, when they rubbed the whole generation. They lost them. They're just getting them all back now. But all these kids, they don't know what it was like, do they really? Unbelievable. What a football. The football now is better than what we played in the 60s. You know, with Malcolm Ellis and Joe Murray. This is better now. Far better.
Really good. It was lovely. It was
First visit here, good. Yeah.
First visit to West Ham.
Yes, it is.
the new stadium.
What do you think of the stadium then?
Good.
It was a good
Impressive.
atmosphere.
Yeah, good atmosphere, better atmosphere. What was said before. What was said before.
Yeah.
Are you getting used to the fact that these wins for City are getting, dare I say, quite easy?
Yeah. We love it.
Yeah, it's good.
Just the best. It's marvellous to watch. It's just fucking leisure.
Just a stroll, really, isn't it, at the moment?
The fourth goal was like a score. It was just
Ian
like, who's going to score it? It was class.
Nothing else to say.
Nothing else to say, just class.
Yeah, I thought it was class.
Yeah.
Getting better every week.
Too good, aren't we, Cheeser? We're just too good, aren't we?
I know, the thing is, it felt to me like a training game.
That's what it was like today. It was like a training game. It was a bit. We're just too. At the moment, we're just too good. If we wanted to, we could have got more than that, couldn't we, today?
Are you frightened it's all going to end and you're going to wake up and it's a dream?
No, it's just. No, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. We're just at the moment there. We're just better than everyone else, aren't we? That's not being blasé about it. We're just too good, aren't we?
You live through the shit, so Joe. That's it, really. He's not going to wake up because if he would have woke up 20 years ago and it would have been a nightmare. So you can't wake up now and it'd be a dream, can you?
But it took a draw 15 years ago.
I don't know, were you at West Ham when we got relegated?
I was, yeah.
It seems like a lifetime ago.
I weren't born.
Yeah, this is payback now, isn't it? Great. Keep enjoying it. Come on.
Enjoy your trip home.
See you later.
A 4-0 victory then, and City have had some great wins down here at the London Stadium, the former Olympic Stadium. I think a bit of the Olympic Stadium. You can actually see behind me and all around me the area where the running track would be and was in the Olympics. So it is very much still an athletic stadium which has been converted into a football stadium. It's sweeping, but the atmosphere isn't the same as it would be in other stadiums. Although I still thought that if West Ham had got a goal or got going in the game, there might have been a little bit more crowd reaction than there was. And it is a little bit distant. I mean, when you look at the City section here behind me, that's where it was. See how far back from the pitch it is and how the stands slope back like that. You can understand maybe why the atmosphere isn't quite electric as it was at the old Upton Park. But times move on. City win 4-0 here and move on now to a game at Lyon next week when, of course, I'll be vlogging once again. Thanks very much for your support. I'll see you next time. Thanks very much again to The Pledge for their sponsorship. Read the graphic for more information on what they do.